Next on the list is Laura Palmer. You're getting her all psyched now. Her Outlook calendar is full of adventures when she isn't whisking her way out to California to find some big donors for Drake. She's the president of Art Noir, endlessly marketing that, or enjoying a nice glass of bourbon. So please welcome Laura to the stage.
You had to mention the bourbon. Is it starting now?
Yes.
Okay. Hi everybody, there's so many of you here. Now I'm going to start my letter. Dear PKN audience, like Matt said, I'm Laura, I like bourbon, and I'm telling you 3 things tonight. First, we're going to talk about the United States Postal Service. Many of you probably read about its decline. Yeah, see, I told you to be up there. We're going to talk about what else is being lost, and then finally how you can save it. So how many people pushed send today? Come on. I think pretty much that's everyone. So that really takes away that point I was just going to say. But how many of you have addressed an envelope in the last week? I wasn't sure anyone remembered how, so I showed you up here. Well, actually, the United States Postal Service delivers 177 billion pieces of mail last year. So in 1 year, 177 billion. That seems like an awful lot to me. 294 billion emails are sent every day. So you can see why, when Ben Franklin made an electric discovery of the United States Postal Service in 1775. Well, he didn't expect it to be constantly declining. So this very pleasant gentleman up here is one of 600,000 people employed by the United States Postal Service. Those 600,000 people travel 4 million miles every day to deliver you what are probably bills, maybe that Valpak coupon thing, and the West Des Moines Register. That's what I got in the mail today, actually. So, now I totally lost my thought. I wasn't expecting that to get a laugh, Matt. So they travel 4 million miles a day. The United States Postal Service is the second largest civilian employer in the United States, second only to Walmart, which is a pretty exciting fact. I guess most of you have probably read about the Postal Service lately, but not for good reasons. Not many people raised their hand about sending a piece of mail in the last few weeks. What you have probably done is sent emails and noticed that $8 billion were lost last year just in revenue from the Postal Service. That means they've cut jobs, cut budgets, and what's really, really sad for someone like me is they might not deliver mail on Saturdays. So I guess we all know about that part, and that the USPS is serving America one letter at a time. But what else we're losing is what really troubles me. So you all pushed send today. You saw Alan's tweet to Matt congratulating him on a new job. But what we're not doing anymore is sending letters. For centuries and centuries, people were recording history and correspondence through things like letters. You won't have time to read it, but it's a beautiful letter that Ronald Reagan wrote to his wife on their 20th wedding anniversary, which would have been a lot cooler than congratulating my friend Leslie through an email on her engagement. People just don't do this anymore. Vincent van Gogh wrote letters to his brother Theo when he was studying art, filled with these beautiful images and these descriptions of what he was learning and what he was doing. And now, time and distance just don't matter anymore. I'm hoping many of you are tweeting about this experience right now and how great I'm doing and how much you're really enjoying this presentation. But if you were really my friends, you'd send a letter like Jimi Hendrix did to his fan. I guess really what is sort of sad about all of this is entire histories were recorded in the correspondence between people. People like Jimi Hendrix wrote fan letters back to his fans. I mean, really, we don't even write hate mail anymore. I mean, nobody even writes complaint letters. You send an email to your congressman wishing for something to change. You don't use the letterhead. This should get an awe from everyone. Right. Nobody uses, like they did in 1939, the stationery in a room. In fact, the last Hampton Inn I stayed in, when I was whisking off to California, everyone thinks that sounds cool. there wasn't even any stationery in the room. So I'm kind of a mail nerd, that mail, M-A-I-L. And I send a lot of postcards. So what I thought I would do is now tell all of you how you can save the Postal Service with me. These are stamps. The one over with the polar bear is a 28-cent stamp for a postcard. You can actually send anything 4x6 or smaller, well, 4x6 in the mail. I've sent a lot of weird stuff with stamps to see if they'll get there. Also, you might not know this, but if you still refuse to use a pen, you can go to Hallmark, and you see down here it says, we'll stamp, address, and mail them for you. You can go and enter your address that you're sending it to, type out a message, and it'll get mailed to you. The next thing, come on. You can see Ben Franklin up there. This is a website called Telegram Stop, and if you want to get me something really special for my birthday, you can send this to me. It's May 23rd. You can go on there and write a message, and they'll send you an old school telegram to your house. That is so cool, right? Yeah, that's all I have for that. Okay. Well, Walmart, the largest civilian employer in the United States, even sells stationery. If you want to be supporting local people, you could go to Ephemera or Pink and buy stationery. Also, everybody knows Hallmark. And then TJ Maxx, I found Kate Spade stationery there a couple weeks ago, and Michael's. So, this is to say thank you. No one's laughing at that. That's really the only thing I thought was funny in this entire thing. So, what I do is I send at least 200 postcards every year. I buy you can buy a roll of postcard stamps if anyone didn't know that. Wow, we're almost done. I brought a bunch of handmade postcards that already have the postage paid. So at the end of the night, if you would like to join me in saving the Postal Service, preserving history, and bringing back the stamp, I am giving away, I think there's 42. So you can send one tonight, and I will even mail it for you. So join me in saving the stamp.